How's it going, everyone? This is Tom Moore here, coming at you again live from the Millie Club on Facebook and YouTube, live streaming some sharpening. So today we're working on a big order that came in still, and this is something in the box that it's new to me. It's a steel will. I've never handled a steel will. I've seen them. This is carbon fiber flipper with M390 blade. It's pretty smooth. It's on bearings, I'm sure. It flips well. It's a liner lock. It's easy to operate. It's a good little knife. Something new. Good clip. Yeah. There we go. Steel will. I don't know why I have a hard time saying steel will. It's kind of difficult, but we're going to sharpen this. We're going to use the Halfstone RS to sharpen today. We can get ourselves chamois cloth. So there's a spine on part of the blade. I'm trying to figure out how I want to clamp this. I think we're just going to try to clamp it in the center of the blade and see how that works. Not clamp it on the flat part, just clamp it on the flat grind. Okay, tip to heel is parallel. I'm going to crank these down. These always, I think they're done, and then I sharpen, and then I go back and I can crank them more. So it is stable. Oops. Got some gunny glue on here. I was cleaning this off before I started. Okay. I'm going to flip it. We're going to Sharpie up our edge. No idea what the edge is going to be like. Probably 20 is my guess, though. It looks reasonably shallow. I'm going to guess it's 20. Let's see where it's at. Our stone. Oh, let's tape it up first. This one is another, man, there's a lot of knives that are kind of a pain in the ass to sharpen. And this is going to be one. The way this edge ends, there is no sharpening choil whatsoever. It just kind of ends and the recalso starts. So we're going to tape it off. I don't know how other people do these kind of knives. I don't know if people tape off stuff like this or what they do. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of people that are sharpen. I just do my own thing. Okay, let's see what angle we're at. Let's pin this first. Thank you for whoever just joined. We are about to sharpen a steel will knife, an M390 with carbon fiber handles. It's a flipper. It's a pretty nice little knife. I'm going to pin this to featured. All right. Let's find the angle. Okay, we are too high. We're going to lower the post a little bit. Still too high. Getting closer. Closer. Right about there. Now let's pre-sharpie the edge again. Make sure our stop collar is good. Okay. Okay, right about there is right angle. Let's see what that angle is. We are at 20.05 degrees. Man, I called that one. It is a 20-degree edge. Beautiful. Okay. Let's sharpen it. How about that for lining up the Sharpie? I'm pretty impressed with myself, not gonna lie. Okay, pretty decent edge on it from the factory. It's just a well-made knife. So we already have a burr on part of the edge. Let's do a couple more sweeps just to kind of even out the bevel. Being very careful at the heel. Get it taped off, and we're not going to grind on it any more than we have to. Just make sure there's no line there, like part of it's not profiled. Okay. The side's not quite exactly at 20. It's a little bit steeper than that. So we'll profile the side down a little bit. Not a ton, just a little bit. There we go. Kind of enjoy using the half stone lately. It's a different experience than the TS Profs, even though they're very similar in concept. Just the way you have to hold the stone holder on this one is a little bit different. It's kind of fun. I don't know. I kind of like this one's clamps better now. My TS Prof keeps on stripping screws on the clamp, and then these ones I can clamp down as hard as I want. They're bulletproof. Okay, I got a little work to do with the tip, and this very tip is not quite. Kind of got not a chip. Yeah, just got a little blemish in the bevel, I think. There we go. Check for a burr. Not quite there yet. Yeah, we got to reprofile this down a little bit. So don't quite have a burr yet. We just want to do this the minimal amount of time possible until we create a burr, though. I'll stroke the front of the blade for a minute. Flip. See if we have a burr yet. We have a burr towards the tip. Not quite in the middle yet. Let's see if we can hear it. Not really. There we go. Nice burr. Sometimes when you don't get a burr and you flip an apex the opposite direction, it's really easy to get it the next time that you flip back over. Sometimes you can work one side forever and then you just won't get a burr. So now we're going to work this side, create a burr, and then flip it, and then see if we can get a burr easier. burr. Nice little burr. Nothing, not super noticeable, but it's there. Okay, we got a burr throughout the edge. Okay, we're good. We're going to switch to 400 grit stone now. And if you're sharpening and you want to get good stones and you don't want to invest in a set of cheap stones, you just want to get, you want to get something you're going to keep forever, is going to last forever, I suggest buying these Hapstone premium CBN stones and just buy them a few at a time. So start with the 150 and the 400 and then buy the rest of the set as you want to do mirrors or you want to do repairs. You can buy the rest of the stones. So with these two stones is all I'm going to do on this knife. So, I mean, literally you can sharpen professionally with two stones. As long as you're not doing mirror edges, you're just trying to do satin. This is a fantastic setup. There's one knife in this box that came. I'll show you guys after I'm done with this that I'm dreading sharpening. I don't even know if I might. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't think I can do the whole thing. I think I can only do part of it. It's a double-edged dagger style blade with serrations, and it's a gravity knife and all sorts of crazy, scary stuff. I almost hurt myself opening it. Pretty excited for Omanu streaming. I got a new webcam. I already have this webcam, it might not look great on here. It's because the StreamYard program downgrades this to 720p. But I have a good 1080p webcam now. But I got a 4K webcam coming. And I got new sweet lighting, so you'll be able to see my desk better than you can now. Because I don't like this light here. It lights up the desk, but I don't like using it to sharpen with. I got a new cool overhead light, a new overhead boom, and it's going to be so cool. Okay. Ready to do this side with 400 grit. We flip it. Now we're just trying to reduce the burr size. The edge is looking really nice. A nice matte satin. It's not scratchy looking like a factory edge is. Really, it's smoother than most factory edges. Okay. We were at 20 degrees, so we're going to hop over to our strop. We're going to adjust our angle. Wipe our edge off, get all the dirt and dust off. Okay, we're going to go down a little bit. 20 degrees. This combo, just a 150, a 400, and a 3 micron strop. has been giving me the sharpest edges I have ever done in my life. It's what I've been putting on all my own knives. They just, I don't know how, I don't have a best tester, so I can't say it's my sharpest edges, but they cut paper the best. And that's what I do to test sharpness is I just slice up note or printer paper and see how it feels in my hand. These edges cut paper the best, whatever that means. So they're sharp. They're very sharp. I enjoy cutting with them though as part of it. They're very aggressive. They just grab the paper and saw through it. Okay, good to go. Let's see how this cuts. Make sure it cuts before we take the tape off, because that was a quick edge. 15 minutes. Yeah, that's about how long an edge should take me. Laser beam again. Man, this is sharp. Okay, we're all good. That's about how long sharpening a knife should take me. 15 minutes for a satin edge. Steel will with my edge. It's extremely sharp. Needs a little bit of love from the magic eraser to get all the Sharpie off the edge. A little gunny glow on the blade to moisten the Sharpie up a little bit, and then just wipe it off with the magic eraser. There we go. One knife down. I don't know what else I have to sharpen right at the moment handy. I might have to dig through some boxes. Okay, let's see if I have anything else on my desk that needs to be sharpened. I do have one thing sitting here. I wasn't going to do it. Let's see if this makes sense to do right now. It is a RMJ USA made Oot City. Let's sharpen it. Fuck it. Bug it. YOLO from a long time ago. Got to sharpen it. I want to get this box of knives done. That's what's the one thing that sucks about when you get a big order is sometimes like other pretty shiny things come in the mail. Like, ooh, I want to sharpen that other thing. And then I'll open up multiple boxes so I can make content. And then I'm like, I just need to finish the guy who came in first box. So let's get through this box and get him his knives shipped back. Tip and heel of the edge are about parallel. Boom. Equidistant hanging off the tip. Clamp brush in the center. Very solid. Grab our 150 grit stone. This one's going to be artistically done at the heel. This one's heel is, it's like a plunge. It's a plunge grind. That's what it's called when it just goes in like a Spyderco. Like, I don't think people understand when they say plunge grind on Spyderco. It's the actual edge where it comes up right at the very end. This one's got a plunge grind like that. And, but it doesn't have, I'm not going to take the heel out of it. It's going to have to stay a plunge grind. So I'm going to tape it off right up to the end of it. And we're going to have to fade that in so we don't affect the way that the existing heel looks. I want it to look the way it does now. I don't want to try to create my own. I want to just stay as is. So we're going to tape everything else off. That's not as is. So right to the end of the edge, I've got taped. Okay. We don't want to overshoot that. Okay, let's see the edge angle of the dangle. Sharpie on the edge. Oop, almost cut myself. We are a little tiny bit. I bet this is also 20. We're a little tiny bit too low. Let's go up. That's pretty close to the right angle right there. Ooh, that's really close. Okay. Let's see what this side is. Let's see if it matches. I think it might be time for a new Sharpie almost. I love starting on new sharpening Sharpies. It's easier to draw on the edge when they've got a non-destroyed tip from marking everything out. So this is a little bit too high. So I'm thinking we're supposed to be at 20 probably. Also though. Let's see where we're at. Oh wow, we're at 19 and a half on this side. And I was on this side and I was nailing it pretty good. I think we're going to leave it at 19 and a half degrees. Check this out again. We might take it down a little tiny bit, actually. We might take it down 19 degrees. Okay, 19 degrees. Let's see how this edge does. Spending a little extra time finding the best suitable angle will save you a lot of time in the end when you don't have to profile out and take way too much steel off your knife. I think we're pretty Gucci. Let's try it again. Yeah, dead on. Okay, we're gonna go there. We'll have some reprofiling we do on the back side. Hopefully not too much. This side's money though. Okay, let's gander at this heel and see how we're going to do it. We're just going to go really light touch. Try not to go past where the tape is. Okay, got a little roughness at the heel. You're going to probably leave most. So to get the very heel, I'm kind of putting a little bit of pressure, tilting my stone like this a little bit. Part of the edge is in profile, but part of that's just because it's really close to the heel. I think we're going to leave it like that. I'm not going to try to take too much out at the very end. We're going to leave it alone so we can leave as much of the factory steel the way it is as possible. This will sharpen up. Make sure we're okay. We're good. Check for a burr. Got a burr there. Not so much the heel. Then we got a burr in the middle though. Okay, a little more work to do on the heel on that side. Fairly close on the angle on this side. It's not going to be too bad to profile it. It'll be quick. Oh, that finally happened. I popped the ball off. I was going a little too aggressive. Something's got sticky on the rod and it popped it up. What is on the rod? Something causing it to not be smooth on the rod. Huh. There we go. I was worried that was going to be a problem, is the ball popping off the magnet. That's the first time this happened, though, and I was really reefing on it and like pulling up. So it holds pretty good. Okay, we're getting there. We're going to have some comeback work to do with the heel, but let's get the rest of this edge. All the bevel even. We're getting there slowly but surely. Let's draw the Sharpie back on here. I'm going to get the whole bevel and see where we're at on the side run reprofiling. A little bit to profile the tip, make it as wide as the rest of the edge. We're working the tip mainly. There we go. Now it's looking nice. We shot out of a burr. Let me turn my heater off. I'm hot as shit. Yeah, we have a burr because we were coming at a higher angle. We have a huge burr. Okay, let's get this heel done. So basically, I'm starting at the end. I'm just fading forward, lightly touching it, trying to get rid of the rest of the Sharpie. That's just at the very heel. Light touch. I don't want to disturb the factory heel on this one. I want the plunge grind to look like it's still a plunge grind, not like I cut a notch. So plunge grind's got a nice like little circular bump where the machine went up into it and sharpened. This is got that. I don't want to create like a sharp line from like if a zip tie there or something like that. Not on this knife anyway. Okay. You feel the burr coming off, so we're apex. Okay, let's take a peek at his heel. Peel back the tape a little bit. We're going to leave it kind of unfinished. I'm going to leave some of the steel on here. And I'm working one very small spot. Let's see if I can just get this marker off with the white. If I can wipe the marker off, I'm just going to leave it because you won't notice it. Oh, yeah, it's just marker. Okay. There we go. That heel's looking good. Now we're reducing the burr drastically. We have a nice burr, both sides of an apex. We're just being ginger at the heel. We're not trying to cut a notch. We're just trying to play nice with the existing plunge grind from the maker. This is our second pass with our 150 grit stone. So we're profiled. We got a burr, full edge. It's a big burr. Now we're going to jump to our 400 grit stone and just knock this burr down as much as possible. And then let's drop it and we'll call it a day. Like I said, you only need 2 stones to really sharpen. I could do this just the 150 grit stone. It'd be very aggressive edge. I just have to do a lot of passes on it at 150 and drop it to get the burr off. But you don't need a full set of stones to sharpen to a satin edge to get shit sharp. All you need is a stone to profile with and a stone to kind of finish it. So 150 and 400 is what I use. And I find it to be a ideal combination for someone who wants to learn to sharpen with good equipment. To start there instead of buying cheap shit. Kind of lonely, I'm not gonna lie. This is the first live stream when no one's commented for fuck. It's been a half hour. No one's commented. This is the first time I've done a live stream where there's no comments. And usually they're right at the beginning. So we're just doing quick passes on each side, trying to minimize the burr. Liner scratches up, it's looking really good. Last pass. Okay. Switch out to a strop. Reset our angle to, what was that, 19 and a half? Let's just check it. Ooh, slick stone, sliding. 19. All right, flip it both sides and check it. Yeah. Take it down about a half degree there. Quick strop, and then I'm excited to cut with this thing. This thing looks nice. Nice, scratchy looking, symmetrical, mean, aggressive edge. This looks like it's meant to saw something down. Okay. Okay, let's cut with this guy and see what it's like. 2 knives, 35 minutes, it's about right. Let's give her a spray down. Look at this heel. Yeah, I did a pretty good job. I was leaving it factory plunge grind intact. Didn't really disturb it. Corner grid edge on a RMJ USA. Ooh, slicey, dicey. I love this 400 grit edge. It cuts so well. It doesn't even matter if you have a thick ass blade and it's not a Spyderco angle. Like this is 20 or 19 degrees, and it just cuts like money. It's a thick blade. Anyway, RMJ. There we go. Cool little fixed blade. Now, this order I have, I'll give a little sneak preview of one of the things I have to sharpen on our next episode. I think I got everything out of here. I've gone through this box. I think the last knife, I have 2 knives to sharpen. One of them I'm having problems with. I need to talk to the owner about. Can't get the thumb stud off of a cold steel, and the thumb stud's in the way of me sharpening. The other one is a wild-ass knife called the Paragon by Asheville Steel or something like that. It's a gravity knife. It's a double-edged dagger. Well, I obviously can't sharpen the serrations on the top, but double-edged dagger gravity knife. You squeeze this button right here, and the scales open up. And the blade swings out. It's a very dangerous knife unless you know what you're doing. Like, I don't want to play with it. It's too dangerous to play with. So, on the next episode, we'll try to tackle that and maybe this cold steel 8015 if I can get the thumb stud off. And then we'll be done with this big-ass order. Thank you, Mr. Dudo, for sending a big-ass order. I appreciate it, and I hope you're watching this. Anyway, get your knife sharpened live on YouTube. Shoot me a DM on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram at Thomas O. Moore. If you are a member of the Millie Club on Facebook watching this, go subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you are watching this on YouTube and you're not a member of the Facebook group, go join the Millie Club on Facebook. Anyway, it's been real. I might do this later again. It's only 3:50 here on the West Coast, so peace out.